Good morning, friends. Happy Tuesday. I have another math book that I'm going to read to you today. It's a new one, and it's a really fun one, too. So this one asks different math questions along the way. So I want you to try to answer. I'll pause. You can tell me the answer, and then we'll talk about it together. All right, let's get started. The picnic problem. Max and Susie were playing at home. An envelope dropped through the mail slot and landed on the mat. "Read it aloud, Susie," said Max with excitement. 3, 2, 1. It's time for fun. A math picnic awaits. Head to the park where your first clue is waiting on the gates. From Miss Added Up. "It sounds like a puzzle," says Susie. "Let's go." And off to the park they ran. They found the first clue pinned to the park gates. Max read it aloud. "Choose your route across the lake. Count 7 stones. Make no mistake." They looked at the 2 paths of stepping stones. "I know which path to take," said Max. "So do I," said Susie. "Let's count our way across." Do you know which path Susie and Max should take? So look at the stepping stones. And remember, the clue said, choose your route across the lake. Count 7 stones. Which one has 7 stones? The top route or the bottom route? You're right, the top route. Let's double check. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, let's see if they choose that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They giggled as they skipped across the stepping stones. "Look, there's the second clue," said Max, pointing to the tree trunk. "Look up high, you'll know you're right when you spy a big square kite." Do you see a square kite yet? No, I don't either. You see a square kite now? There are 3 kites, said Susie. "Which one is square?" "I see it," said Max. "The kite in the middle is square on its sides." The woman flying the square kite was their math teacher, Miss Added Up. She reels it in and tied to the tail was the third clue. Which kite has the longest tail? Ignore the strings so you don't fail. That's a tricky puzzle, said Susie. The tails are all tangled up. Let's try to work it out, said Max. Maybe the triangular kite has the longest tail. So we're looking at the kites, and it said ignore the string. So we're not looking at the string. We're looking at the ribbon coming off the tail. Okay, and see how they're all tangled up? It's kind of hard to see in that picture which one's longer. So let's see what happens. The kite flyers switched positions and untangled their kites. The ribbons flowed freely. All right, so now look at them all untangled. Which kite has the longest tail? Let's read to find out. "Look," shouted Susie. "The square kite has quite a long tail. The triangular kite has a longer tail, but the circular kite has the longest tail of all." So if you said the circular kite, you were right. Susie was right. The circular kite did have the longest tail, and tied to it was the 4th clue. 3 of us are flying kites, while 2 are solving clues. 3 plus 2 is how many? Which number will you choose? So 3 plus 2 more is? Max answered, 3 plus 2 is 5. Susie added, "The roundabout has 5 seats. I wonder if that's where we'll find our next clue." Max found the 5th clue on the roundabout and read it aloud. The final challenge before you eat is to add up all your feet. We each have 2 feet, said Susie. Let's count them up by twos. She pointed at her feet and shouted, I have 2. Max shouted out, and mine make 4. So 2 feet plus 2 more is 4. So 2, 4 plus 2 more is 6 plus 2 more is 8 plus 2 more is 10. So counting by twos, you go like this. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 6, 8, 10. They each called out in turn. There's 10 feet all together. 10 is the correct answer. Well done, said Miss Added Up, and she spreads out a picnic rug in a sunny spot. Can you use your number skills to solve the sandwich puzzle? She asked. I have 10 sandwiches to divide between 5 people. If each person has the same number of sandwiches, how many will each person have? So let's try this. This is a little bit of a trickier problem, but if she passed out the sandwich one at a time, so we would go 1 for him, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did she pass out 10 sandwiches yet? Nope, she only passed out 5, so let's go back. Keep counting, and now we're adding another sandwich, so everyone has 1 sandwich. Now we're gonna go back and see if we can give everyone 2. So we were at 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's all 10 sandwiches. So how many times did we visit each plate? 2. So they got 2 sandwiches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 1 sandwich for each. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 2 sandwiches for each. 2 sandwiches each, Max and Susie answered together. That's right, said Miss Added Up as she handed out the sandwiches 2 at a time, counting 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yum, yum, everyone tucked into their picnic. But the best was yet to come. Miss Added Up surprised them all with an apple pie. She divided it into 5 equal slices, 1 each. Well done, Max and Susie. Miss Added Up served Max and Susie first, and everyone cheered the 2 little mathematicians. Just like all of you. You guys are mathematicians too. All right, today the activity I want you to do with this one is I want you to make up your own number story, kind of like the stories you heard in the picnic problem. So I want you to make up your own number story. I want you to either write it down or read it aloud or talk about it. And then I want you to make a number bond. I want you to make a picture and a number sentence. And I want you to try to make more than 1 number sentence to go with your story because there's lots of ways to write them. So remember, I want you to make up a story. I want a picture, a number bond, and a number sentence, but I want more than just 1 number sentence. I hope you have fun doing your math and your reading today, friends. You guys are doing such a great job and working so hard. I'm very proud of you. I love seeing all your work. Nice job, friends. Have a great Tuesday. Bye.